3.
What you looking for?
Well, here, I'll show you. See, look.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a nutmeg grater. It
is?
just doesn't make the normal sound. So.
Well, what's the normal sound? What is the normal sound?
Well, it goes like shh, 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 shh. Yeah. Welcome. We are live here in the Nutmeg Tavern. Very, very special, kind of early edition of the Nutmeg Tavern. We're covering like special stuff today, and I have special guests. So I'm your host, John Townsend, and over here,
I'm Aaron Bushong.
and
Josh King.
and Josh King. And we're going to be talking about the Death by Zombies video that we did 10 years ago.
Oh my
10
god.
years
It
ago.
was 10 years ago?
Yeah.
10 years ago.
I thought it was
10 years
5.
ago.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's been a long, long time. So what are we doing first here? Do we have to get our drink ready?
I think to celebrate the 10-year anniversary, we should make some kind of brew. So we've all brought drinks in to mix together.
Right. So
Something that
so is
speaks
it
to our
your
hearts.
like
Yeah,
favorite?
something close to our heart. Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
close to your heart. Well, you guys go first because you know what mine's going to be.
Yeah. This is the stuff that you always consider
It's
green slime.
It's green.
Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Anything that was made to originally cut moonshine is something that you want in your belly.
I brought something that goes back centuries, back to the time of the Druids. Lemon
Wow.
lime Sprite.
And you have hot tea.
Yeah, and I've got the tea, which I always drink here in the Nutmeg
good?
Tavern. It's not enough. You guys are.
Yeah, pour some more in there, Josh. We're
Yeah,
gonna do the
here,
whole thing.
we're gonna go. See, mine's
it's
got the
steamy.
most color for it.
Oh,
So-
but I'm going to have to compensate a lot of this stuff.
I couldn't find it.
Oops, sorry. Oh, my bad.
It's all
Easy
right.
there,
We'll
Mr.
survive.
Bills.
We'll
Yeah.
survive. And then you have the final touch.
I'll let you do
No,
that.
you have to put it in there. I didn't choose that one.
You guys helped me out with this one.
That's probably enough.
That's enough.
Really?
Oh,
I gotta
come
drive
on.
home.
And then
Yeah, officer, I'm a little drunk, but I'm just
Yeah.
going to pick up my kids, so it'll
yeah,
be fine.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
So and then we have extra nutmeg on top
Hey,
to
where'd you
help
get that?
counteract. So this really cool nutmeg grater, which doesn't make the normal noise, but rotary nutmeg grater, sent to us. It's an antique one from the 19th century, from your loyal subscribers David and Liz Wantland in Iowa.
This is really
Thank
cool.
you.
Special thanks
Thank
to
you.
David and Liz for the super. It's like spring loaded. You put the nutmeg in the side here with the spring loaded, and then you turn the little thing. Really, really cool.
Every ounce of nutmeg goodness.
That's right.
And every ounce counts.
So,
Wasn't there some kind of spell that needed to be a chant that needed to be said,
Nope.
Aaron?
no.
He had one.
I had one ready, but I'm
had
not
one
going to
made
say it
up,
on
but,
a live television.
Aaron?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm left-handed, so
Oh, sorry.
good luck. You may not get it in your cup here. I'm sure it's going to be just great.
Oh, yes.
There you go.
There's nothing like tea, Mountain Dew, and Sprite.
Probably be the
Oh,
best
yeah.
stuff
And,
ever manufactured.
I'm sure they'll have it. Yeah, it's,
There you go.
That's enough.
There you go.
Hey, wait.
Oh,
right.
To Death by Zombies.
Yes.
By zombies. I've had worse.
Actually, it's really good.
Actually, it's
Yeah,
not bad.
not bad.
I can drink this. I
So-
thought I'd be like
One part Mountain Dew, one part Sprite,
and a
a little bit of rum.
little bit of rum.
And lots
Nutmeg.
of oolong tea.
Okay.
Oolong tea.
Yeah, oolong.
Never mind. I'm not even going to ask. What goes into oolongs? How many
wonder if-
oolongs had to die to make that tea?
It's good stuff.
I wonder if there's a lot of people watching who don't know what Death by Zombies is.
Well,
I
you
don't
want to
blame
give
them.
them the rundown?
It's
Me?
been 10 years,
10
so I
years?
don't know.
To put it simply, Death by Zombies was a short we made to advertise our knife collection. And it slowly turned into something much bigger than that. There's about 30 seconds of advertisement in this 15-minute short film.
Like, how long did it take us to make the thing?
A whole summer.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it
god.
was
Started at
probably
the
3
beginning of-
months or so.
Yeah.
It was it involved. I still remember you guys building the electric, like the Tesla coil thing where the electricity shot up.
Jacob's ladder.
Jacob's ladder. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a lot of fun making props for it and coming up with using all the places in the building and build sets for it.
Yeah.
And,
One of the props is
Right
there,
there,
yeah,
Mr.
there's
Bubbles.
we have Mr. Bubbles. There's
Right.
one behind me.
right. Well, he was actually got for a Crimson Bond, but we didn't use him because Josh,
What?
nothing.
I'm sure
What?
we'll get into a Crimson Bond conversation at some point.
Oh
here,
my
you
gosh.
guys.
Mr. Bubbles was in the fish hooks video, right?
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. He was
Fishing.
in that too.
Yeah. So he's been well used, and he's still around. He's still going strong.
Still swimming.
So Death by Zombies has advertisement in it. It's got different kinds of music in it. It's the first video that we did with Rick and Hillary. So they did special music for that, the whole beginning
Yeah,
piece.
yeah.
And that
That
was
is Jim's red pants.
Jim's Red Pants. And so it's got a lot of kind of firsts in it, and it is where we sort of used everything we learned in Crimson Bond to do it even better.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think it did well. We learned a lot, and it was kind of cohesing all those ideas and fun things.
Yeah.
So, do we need to do anything? Or are we just going to watch this thing? What's the plan here?
We can watch it, or you guys can. Yeah, I mean, I guess you set the stage for it pretty well.
Anything you want to say, Josh? You are the star.
Any
I'm
disclaimers?
not the star. Well,
Disclaimers?
Disclaimers. I never want to work in a dank basement again. Laying on basement dirt is not a fun thing. I mean, once you do it one time, you're like, I'd just rather not.
Well, I mean, actually, I just want to do one quick note before we get into it, and that is a special thanks to everybody who watched the three-legged stool video.
Yes.
And the whole Joe Pera thing is just incredible. A story in and of itself. So we'll get to some other day. But special thanks to everyone who watched that, and a double special thanks to Joe Pera for coming in and working with us.
Yeah.
Super lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Joe's a great guy. So if we want to go ahead, what we're going to do is play the video. And so are we going to be down in the corner of the screen, or you didn't figure that
I
out?
decided just to leave it because there, I didn't want us to take up part of the frame because there's a lot of details in the
Yeah.
shot.
So we expected you to already see this, and if you aren't able, if you haven't watched it before, you'll want to go and watch it again with its audio, because we're going to just talk over the thing, and so we're going to scrape out all the audio.
It'll be low.
Oh, it'll be low.
Yeah,
okay,
you'll
so,
kind of hear it, but it'll.
because unfortunately, there's a lot of great sound design in this. We spent a lot of time on sound design, and you won't be able to get this.
There's a link to the video in the description.
Right.
And you can watch it there.
So if you are ready, Mr. Behind the
feels-
Scenes.
Oh, real quick, Heather
Yeah.
Torrey in Super Chat.
Yeah.
Super Chat for Zombie Punch with a heart.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for that. So we're not going to interrupt their talking for questions and things, but there will be plenty of time for that today. So you guys go ahead and fire them in. We'll stack them up and then we'll knock them down. Okay.
Whoa.
This
Wow.
is Death by Zombies.
Ta-da. That's not.
It was really short.
Wow,
There we are.
man.
There we are. Woo.
That's
Yes.
condensed.
So
Hide your
yep,
kids.
we
Very
decided we wouldn't do this today, but we did a warning at the beginning, and this whole sequence starts off with scenes from Townsends. This is, I don't know, we spent about 5 minutes in the credits here.
Yeah.
And this is his sewing room. Then we move directly into Josh's little area, and we come back and forth to Josh's area here. There is
Mr. Bubbles.
He even has to fly, but
Yeah.
he's going backwards.
I always remember that fly being frustrated that was in the final shot, but it just, I don't know, it's kind of cool. A little Easter egg.
Right.
Yeah, this is startlingly
See,
close
you,
to my
you
actual.
still do that,
I
Josh.
still save all the. I really do save the napkins. You just if you need something spills on the floor, you need a bunch of dry ones
Yeah.
at once. You don't want to waste the good ones.
Yeah.
So you just go for that.
There's our hat stretching operation, parts of it.
Yeah.
Somebody working up a hat there. There's Josh again.
We're demonstrating the clean white gloves that we still sell.
Yeah.
Actually.
And
And and that was
Da-da-da-da.
Aaron's iPod.
And the song that's playing is a song that was written by my dad.
Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, you called him asking for a zombie song.
right.
And he gave
It's
us one in a very
It's
suspiciously
like 4
short.
hours
Yeah,
later,
he had a full song.
Boom, done. He always had it. I've been waiting years.
Well,
for
he
somebody
either
else to
had
do that.
it or he thought of it really, really quick. I think he had it.
Yeah.
You guys had a lot of fun with these beginning
yeah.
credits.
Yeah, these were a lot of fun to shoot. It was fun staging all the shots, and like John said, this is right after Crimson Bond, and it's basically using all the techniques that we learned.
It was so hard to hold that
still have
coin
that
in the
recorder.
right in the right frame to keep it.
So this is John's mad scientist
Lab
office.
area.
Yeah,
We had a great fun
that
putting
was
that
fun.
together.
Yeah, that was
There's the
yeah,
Jacob's
there's
ladder.
Jacob's ladder.
Yeah, my sandwich.
your yucky sandwich.
Hey.
That sandwich. What bread was that? I swear it could stop bullets. It was. It was like you had to saw
We thought
through
about
it.
asking you to wear these glasses for this, Josh, but you can't see out of them.
You
right?
can't. I was like, normally I'm just like, probably would be about right for me now. 10 years.
Music by Tim Bushon.
Yeah.
There
And
you go.
additional by-
Additional
Original
music.
Wagner, yeah.
It's kind of funny that, like, yeah, we kind
Yeah.
of threw some of their music in. Now it's
Right.
all we use,
Yep.
basically.
Yep.
If you look closely, there's some Crimson Bond Easter eggs in this too.
Yes.
Right there.
Right there's one of them.
We
And
don't carry the bleeder bowl anymore.
No.
No.
No, unfortunately.
Neat seeing old products.
yeah,
Notice how
it is.
Josh just got done with the first coin on that stack.
It's quality. My hands are all washed. I'm wearing white gloves. Got the thing. Taking all the little nicks from the sprues from the casting
And
process out.
all the props on the order are bleeder bowl, bone
Yeah.
brush,
Yeah.
leech jar. So it's all kind
Bassine
of morbid.
knife.
Now that's
Bassine-
hallway.
It's not there
goes,
anymore.
Yes, it goes.
Oh, that wall's not there.
You're right.
It was, yeah, the walls. all
Well, the
different.
door. There's a door there. Now.
Yeah, we still got that sign though.
Yep.
This was fun.
The gunpowder. And cut.
What happened? Are we back?
Well, that's the credits.
Oh, we stopped at the
We
credits.
stopped at the
Yeah,
credits.
they won't
There you go. See, I was confused about how
I
this
was like,
all was
boy,
going.
that's not much of a movie. I thought there was more to it than that.
Yeah, so that last scene walking down the hallway is the hallway right
Right
out on
here.
the other side of
Yeah.
this wall, and it now goes to a completely new office. So half the things, it seems like half the stuff that shows up in the video is completely different now.
It's funny seeing the wood paneling in
yeah.
some shots. That none of
Oh,
that's
yeah,
there
that's
now.
all gone.
Real quick, Josh, you need to give a hello to Robert Green. He recognized your voice and did not know you were sitting here.
Hello, Robert Green.
That's pretty funny. Is that Josh I hear? Is what he commented.
Yep.
You need more, Josh?
Oh yeah, top me
It's
up.
actually really good.
I thought it was gonna be bad. I'm like, this is palatable.
I think the tea was a good call.
This is the
When he
first-
said tea, I was like,
Oh
why?
yeah, the tea. I was like,
You're gonna ruin that good
oh.
Mountain Dew.
Yeah. Luckily, the Mountain Dew's powerful enough to counteract the tea.
Yeah.
so-
Well, and I think it killed the alcohol too, right?
So let's talk about some of these credit shots. I can imagine that some of them took an entire day to set up.
Oh, the stuff in the sewing room. Didn't that take you a while to do some of those? Because you wanted to get
There's
each sewing
tight
room lady in
B-roll.
it if you could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
some
tried to
of
do a
the-
little bit for everybody.
So just for those who know, we're gonna watch the rest of it here in a second. But there are some shots coming up that took a lot of time that were done in the stores. Those credits, I mean, those shots actually went really smooth.
Yeah.
Just set the camera up and record, and then it was all in like the editing.
The editing, you
Yeah.
guys had to edit so much.
Yeah, but it was fun. Kevin Carter directed it, and he did a great job with the kind of the how we cut back to Josh and the fast pace of everything else, and then Josh is in his area.
Going.
Yeah.
Well, I remember being like, can we use other coins? Because I actually needed to get these coins.
Right.
They're like, Josh, you're going through the coins. Well, I got to get these done. I'm like, but we need to have something to shoot. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
It really went really quick, though.
Yes.
Yeah. The intro was quick. The harder stuff is coming up. The stuff that took a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was definitely, again, like, we felt really good with the software that we had at that point with editing and.
Really? In that.
Yeah, it's not enough. I mean, it went all in there. I think you
I
guys
can't
got all the
see
good
it-
stuff.
I can't see it grinding.
Look, it's in there.
Look, it is in there.
Told
That was
you.
mouse poop
I'm
or
glad
something.
Josh is here.
I am too.
It's been too long, Josh.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
So real quick, let's talk about this brand new, very neat holiday sign that's hanging behind Aaron.
Oh.
It's
Yes.
become-
So we have the boar's head for the standard Nutmeg Tavern sign. We've got the special leaping stag for the Christmas version, and so we had Lauren do a special Halloween version with the boar's skull, 2 maces, and the spiked mace. Get it, nutmeg and mace.
That's
She came up
such a
with that just like that. It was
dad
hilarious.
joke. Oh my god. I thought you came up with that.
No.
That was Lauren did that to us.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think we can
She
all
made
agree.
that sign in like a
the,
day.
The spiked mace is
I know, I
not a
painted
good
that.
establishment
She
compared
says,
to
Josh,
the
I
Nutmeg
need to
Tavern.
cut this dimensions and cut it and make black on both sides in case I mess up one. I want to be able to just flip it over to the other.
We'll just say that when you're in the Nutmeg Tavern and folks get a little rude and clamorous, you notice it. But in this tavern, you don't. You don't notice.
It's just like
It's-
breathing,
yeah,
basically.
Right. All right, so I've got a couple super chats in here. Tom F says, "Love the show,"
Thank you.
and Leela says, "Here's a little dancing fox kissing a heart."
Oh, cool.
Thank you, Robert. Oh, cool. Robert Cole. I really missed the original fishing kit video.
Isn't it out there?
Yeah, I think it's still
I think
on
you
YouTube.
can find
You
it.
can probably search it on our channel. I think it's still out.
YouTube makes it a little harder to find all that ancient content. Maybe on purpose.
Keltoid 5, Mr. Bubbles.
Mr. Bubbles, the only one who understands me.
Ashley LeCount in Super Chat, I'm so thankful for the creativeness of this crew. This is a great distraction on a not great day. Also, good to see Josh.
Hey,
Josh, there's a lot of love for you in
Yep.
this chat
I'm
section.
not used to that. I was afraid of boring people.
So people are asking, this is real work talk, Josh. Why do you file down the coins?
Okay. Now, on the edge
This has
of
to be a short answer.
Okay, short answer. When they pour the coins, when the coins are made, a lot of times there's a little pointy part on the rim. And if
Flashing.
flashing. I'm trying to not be too technical, sir.
Yeah.
So if you don't file that part off, it could either one, it hurt your thumb a little bit until it finally wore down, and two, the flashing looks bad. So I just take that off. But there's some that have anti-counterfeiting measure to keep people from filing. That have like the
Does it like shock you or something?
no, it has letters around the edge, and you have to be careful to only take off the little sprue part and not take off the letters. Because when I first started here, I didn't know that, and I'm like, "What? This one's really bumpy." Took all the letters off, and Dan's like, "No, that's got to get melted down now. You ruined it." I'm like, "Oh, how many did you do?" 5.
It's all right. It's all right, Josh.
It's all right.
Live and learn.
Live and learn. I've learned a lot.
Jack is in Super Chat, said he didn't know who Joe Pera was until he was on our videos, and now he's checked him out. He's a funny guy. Great video.
Thank you.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
I think that catches us up on the stuff, although people really love Josh in the chat.
See, you like me.
All right.
Maybe we
so
should be
we're
here
gonna
all the
get-
time.
We're going to get into
I got to
this
do stuff.
the
I
show.
was actually wounded in the blade of death earlier with the toe.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well, I was.
Don't you think
Wow.
we're boring people with this banter?
It's like I feel like I'm herding cats today, and I love it. That's great.
Yeah, I'm behaving.
Robert Green is in Super Chat. John, what did you think of my screenplay character? My name on Facebook is Bradley Walsh. The character is a boy called Benji.
Benji. Put John on the spot.
I don't know.
What?
Sorry.
Sorry.
You say it's good.
I have no idea. I don't know what
I'm
to
sure
say.
it's good.
Yes.
Is it only on Facebook?
I don't know.
Is that the only place you can
Could
find
this
it?
get any more awkward?
He probably sent it to you on Facebook.
Oh, well, that's
Right,
the problem.
that's
That's
the
the problem.
Nobody here is quite the Facebook user, so
Right.
sorry about that.
Yes.
If you want to email customer service,
I'll dig in and I'll have to check it out, guys.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Unfortunately.
Mike sends a super chat with I don't know. It's a gross emoji, but
A gross
for Halloween.
emoji.
it has some green substance coming out of its mouth.
Ooh.
I'm
Okay.
guessing that's
Good.
just gross.
Good. Sounds like
It's
spinach being vomited.
apparently it's a zombie emoji. I didn't know.
Oh,
that.
okay.
okay.
Right on.
Okay,
Perfect.
cool.
Do you think there are more people now than at the beginning? Do we want to, for people who are just getting in here, reintroduce
Yeah.
what Death by Zombies is?
Yeah, yeah, because we're getting ready to actually start
Right.
the actual film. We did the credits, so yeah, go ahead.
Imagine if in the long, long past that Townsends, as a channel, the YouTube part, actually created a short about zombies trying to sell knives. That's what we're going to be watching.
That is perfect.
And it's amazing that we actually made this. Like, that pitch. Like,
We spent so much time on it.
really did.
Spend
A
thousands
lot
and
of
thousands
time.
of dollars and months, man. And
Well,
many.
Kevin had a great storyboard. Yeah, you
Many
had to
man
give him
hours.
that. You're like,
Yes.
well, okay.
Hey, it was that time of
Experimentation.
YouTube kind of history, right? Nobody knew what YouTube was 10 years ago. It could be anything, and so we did just that.
Everything.
We throw everything into a video.
See what
See
sticks.
Yeah.
Cooking videos did.
We'll get to that.
Okay, so Robert Green, yes. Okay, so Facebook Messenger, do not do that. Email customer service, and that will get to John. Drac, I think Drac is in, and it says, "Is this Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare?" Ooh.
Oh, kind of is.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Red Dead's a little later.
A little Ravenholm, a little
Yeah, but
this and that. a
to
little,
be fair, the zombie short is based in 2011.
right, exactly.
So.
Exactly. It's
Devora says Townsends should start their own motion picture studio, Spiked Mace Productions. All right. This is going to go downhill fast. I say we jump into this movie.
Let's go.
Film, excuse me, film.
Right.
Cinema.
Cinema.
well, we did film some of this with actual
Oh.
film.
I can't remember how many nominations did we have for this?
It broke
It
records.
was it was huge.
But here at Townsends, it had
huge.
the most nominations.
Broke lots
In
of
Pierceton, it was very popular.
Award after award. It was
All right. So, Death by Zombies.
and action. Josh's second.
2.
coin. Good job.
Two.
Good job, Josh.
They're perfect.
And it's only 1 in the afternoon.
The gloves did not
And
help
then
by
the
this.
music,
Yeah, the music
creepy
swells,
music, and
yeah,
then
He looks like something's going to get me.
I told you, scary. Oh.
and I do that all the time, actually.
Yeah, you like the scare.
Oh, I love the makeup.
I'm easily
I forgot
startled,
about that.
and I am actually that pale. There was no makeup involved. I'm just that pale.
I like the reflection in the mirror too.
Yes.
Where?
Yeah.
Where's
There-
your reflection?
See,
Oh, there
when
I
it's
am.
still there.
Yeah, I still
You
have
look
that
kind of
up.
like a zombie in that mirror.
Washed out.
Yeah.
It didn't take very much.
So John's telling Josh, you need to go down to the basement
Bubbles.
and cut jute, right?
Yep.
And then you talk to your best friend.
Mr. Bubbles. I'm all back here, and the only one I have to talk to is the fish.
It's so weird. Like,
It was.
You did a great job.
We were
acting.
experimenting.
And Mr. Bubbles does
it-
an even better job.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
Mr.
how can he
Bubble.
keep a straight face with all that? But he does.
Hey, I've
at him.
acted with people before, and
Ooh.
I've had people give me less.
Nice shot.
these shots are really good, if I do say so myself.
Oh, yeah.
There's Sydney.
Yeah, there's Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the door to our actual
Yeah,
basement.
that is the door to the actual basement.
Nice. Now
And
that door
that
goes out into the street.
Yeah,
actually,
that's out
and we,
into the
we
street.
kind of sealed it up.
Yeah.
Because
Because the real basement hallway is really cruddier.
And when I went down this, because I'm wearing this white vest at the bottom, I had to crouch all the way
Yeah.
down, so the last little bit, it looked like it totally disappeared. Because I went down, and they're like, "We can still see you." So
You
I had to-
hunkered down
I
at
had
the
to hunker
bottom,
all
yeah.
the way down at the
I
bottom.
mean, you vanish.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gone, swallowed
it's
by the
good
darkness.
stuff.
Here's the real basement. It really is that
Nice.
creepy. It's
Yep, that's our basement.
super, super creepy. And all any spider webs you see are real.
Yeah.
Absolutely, all of them are real.
And those computers,
Those were real too.
real.
Those were all stacked down there. We got rid of those.
Tap,
but
tap.
Yeah, look, do not tap on. Oh, that's
do not
hilarious.
tap.
That's just hilarious.
We love that gag. We put in gags anywhere we could.
That was a fun prop.
That was hard to do because
Yeah.
you guys, okay, now, it was like hit the switches. Switch,
You
switch,
gotta
switch.
remind me how the spark thing works.
Well-
It's steel wool, right?
Right. They were 12-volt light bulbs, and you can just put a little bit of steel wool across the open terminals, and then they spark like that.
Yeah,
When we
still
cut
had
back,
that
you gotta
prop.
notice how much more dusty that caution light
Yeah.
is.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh,
It's
paint.
just
Oh.
Crimson Bond paint.
Is that what it was?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's Crimson Bond paint.
That stuff dries surprisingly fast.
Now
by the way.
this was shot here in this location.
This is literally right where we're sitting.
Yeah.
Right? This location.
even though it was meant to look like the basement.
Yep. Yep. Talking to the fish again. A lot of those lines were improvised because I'm really bad at memorizing lines. I can get them if you
A
tell
lot
me
of
though.
sound design stuff
Yeah.
here. I spent
So onion glass
days
bottles.
doing creepy stuff
Yeah.
on the computer to make fun sounds.
Oh, I still
You
have those
still
goggles.
have those goggles.
Yep. Oh, those are the goggles I picked up when I
Now-
figured out I didn't want to be in chemistry in college.
Now remember, everybody, this is a knife advertisement.
Right.
Yeah, it's a knife
Here's the
advertising.
first knife. 5 minutes in.
Yeah.
Subtle we were not.
Well, and that knife, did not cut that thing either, which is too bad.
Well,
Those are nice knives, but
yeah.
It doesn't work for
well,
that.
also that stuff is
yeah,
really hard to cut. If you just want to cut one strand, it'll go right through it. But all those strands at once is asking a lot of that little knife.
yeah, you ought to see Josh do it in real life.
Oh, it is. The blade of death is impressive.
And then there's a second knife.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
The creepy stuff's gonna start happening.
And luckily they let me look at the copy. It's right off to the side, so I don't. screw it
Yeah,
up.
I remember that. Yeah.
Josh needs all the help he can get because an actor he is not. Those are really sharp, though. I cut myself with those. I did. I was
That's
learned
unfortunate.
respect.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it was.
See, it's cutting that. So this is jute.
Yeah.
There's that bicycle.
Oh, that bicycle. Oh my gosh. Did they make the thing out of lead? You'll see that later in the end credits.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
oh my gosh, that thing was
It
so.
rode real smooth, didn't it, Josh?
Can you? I don't know. Does a rectangle just roll? No, it's more of a drag.
Yeah, that bike you had to pull.
More like,
You left
You
Mr.
left
Bubbles.
Mr. Bubbles?
hey, it's
That's
me or
why I
Mr.
bought
Bubbles. So
So that shot right there of him running was we had a light. You ran in place and we passed a light over you, so it looked like you were running underneath lights because we didn't have any.
There's
light.
our sewing room.
there's the sewing room again.
There's the
Man, you
I
were
remember
scooting.
running. Yeah, well, I remember running. Well, here's all the knives. But we had to shoot that multiple times. I don't know how many spiders I sucked in. Yep. Can't get that one anymore.
That's-
no, we
a
don't sell
machete.
those anymore. Rifle and knife. Yes, yes, good.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
Oh
very
man,
nice.
just man, careful.
Oh, that's I was excited, man. And I was hauling all the cutlery back down to the basement,
Oh.
telling me to
the-
take the mail down to the post office so we can get the mail out.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
The lights turned
Oh,
on.
turn the lights on. That's not creepy at
I
all.
can't imagine who did that.
That is our basement.
This
yes.
is a real place,
Yeah,
folks.
that's. And I change the filters down here once every month. Look forward to it.
And I think right here is yeah, it's a crane shot, I believe.
Oh yeah.
You know, is it, or did we just handle
This
it?
is
No,
here.
Actually
no,
used
we
a
had
crane.
a.
Now we would just handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you call it? The old
Yeah.
crane system. we
A
had.
little jib.
Yeah. Oh man.
Careful, Josh.
More knife advertisements. I'm laying them all out there.
Perfectly symmetrical.
Oh yeah. Well, I am meticulous. And when I had hair
This
still.
is good.
Oh, 10 years.
Well, look at how close that was to your face. Like the shaky cam, yeah.
Yep.
Look out. Look out, Josh.
Touching. Yes. Yes.
Yep. And there's
Oh,
her.
man.
Oh man, this.
There I am.
I remember this context drove you crazy.
Oh, dude. We'll
They're-
talk about those
They're
contacts.
terrible.
Contacts.
They really make you look super creepy. Though.
Yeah, they did.
That's such a scary shot.
Yeah, the shots in the. I remember my 4-year-old was like, "Can I watch it?" And I was like, "No, I don't think so."
And I'm moving out.
Yeah,
Who knows what happened to Mr. Bubbles? We haven't seen him hiding her hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still working with him down there. Back into my office. Good.
Yeah, I've got one.
Why'd you smell it?
Because I do like to
Oh,
smell
yeah, to do
jute.
something. Ah, fresh from the jute roll.
That's awesome. This was the funnest set to build. We had so much fun doing this. We had a projector playing some old kung fu movie in the
Yeah,
back.
yeah, exactly. 16 millimeter kung fu movie in the background.
Where is that?
great.
I didn't see any 16.
See it right there?
Oh, I see it.
And this also
my
was
God.
shot right where we're sitting.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, that was fun.
Those vacuum
That was just
tubes.
throw in whatever you want.
Yeah.
Played a sweet note there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember going down the
He was-
stairs and trying not
He's
to
all,
run into Kevin.
all triumphant, and
I'm all ready to go.
you got this, man.
Got the goggles. I'm serious now.
Yeah, look at that.
The blood splashes around, I'll still be able to see. Yeah. Okay, a few more zombies. and
Yeah,
that's
popped
it.
up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Music starts playing.
Music starts
Yeah.
playing.
Did you have to get on the ground at any
Yes,
point?
I had to
Josh?
get on the ground. I remember very distinctly. I had to get on the ground.
There was no mold or anything.
Not that I'm bitter. The ground, it even had the weird, like fuzz the ground develops as the water
Yeah,
wicks out and little minerals are left behind.
That's
It's the
good.
creepiest,
Yeah, our zombies
third
were
basement.
pretty scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun doing the makeup.
Yeah.
While watching the other people.
Yeah, yeah. You didn't
Not
have to
me.
do any
I didn't have to
makeup.
do
What are you
anything.
talking about?
And then I was dumb enough to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This shot here, we had to do it probably 10 times.
Crane down, and
Yeah.
there you go.
I was like, why does it take you guys so long to do this? Who was moving their grate?
I think somebody was just hiding
just
off
off to
frame.
the
It was
side.
just off to the side, but I'm
Yeah.
trying to remember who specifically did it. Was it
Kevin may have done the shot, and I was messing with the grate. I can't
Sydney or
remember.
Lauren or somebody? I don't know.
Man, you got
Josh after a rough day.
Oh, yeah, it's been rough. See, even Mr. Bubbles.
Mr. Bubbles took a couple hits.
Yep. I stole it too. Well, you keep pulling me out to do jute, so obviously, gonna have a hard time of it.
It's a nice camera push.
Oh, your eyes are so.
Oh,
pretty.
dude, those contacts. They were so cheap that if I would blink or move my eye at all, they would like catch up and
Yeah.
then fall back down. It was brutal.
Yep.
And then there's Aaron doing his very best.
Staggerly.
I think best is the right
zombie walk.
word.
Yeah.
I forgot about the subtitles too.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't
really have any-
I don't really have anything
It was fun subverting expectations. You're like, oh, he's going to go down and die. And he actually just puts all the zombies to work.
So there's Dad right there with the
Yep.
sword, and
Yep.
he had a lot of fun. With
Oh,
Yeah, he
did.
was having a
He
blast
liked
that- I mean, look
That
at
day
him.
he showed up. He was hell happy. He was just like,
There's Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
oh, use this.
And that's
Beth,
Beth
yeah.
that used to work customer
There's
service. yeah.
Shannon. There's
Oh man.
There's Dad.
Your poor-
Dad again. Yep, it's just big thing.
This is where it just goes off the rails.
Yep. We're like, we don't know what we're doing yet, but we're going to have a lot of fun trying.
and
I still think that your
Beth
will
again.
work.
and there it is.
There it is. Oh, wait.
Oh, yes.
The bike, the immovable bike.
So this was actually shot on film, 16 millimeter film, with one of my ancient 60 millimeter cameras, and all hand processed. So this wasn't sent in, and these effects with the dirt and the fading and all that, that's real. None of that is faked in any way whatsoever.
Oh, the bike.
That's what happens when you hand process the film the way I hand process film. The film isn't actually meant to be used in this sort of way. It's a color transfer film, and I just developed it for black and white, and then processed it. So you get this really, really sort of worked over look to it. But I had a ton of fun doing the 16 millimeter part.
Oh yeah. That was a fun shoot.
Red bicycle. Oh my gosh. No wonder they were so healthy back then. You could pedal a bike as a kid.
I
That
think it's
heavy.
supposed to work better than that.
Yeah, I think so too. I'd hope so. Oh my gosh. No, you're like, I remember we were doing it. And you're like, okay, now Josh, pedal the bicycle away as slowly as you can. And
Like
I'm
you could go fast.
Yeah. Well, do you remember we did a take
And you
right
kept catching
outside
up
there?
to me, yeah.
It was like, slow down, Aaron. You're going
Slow
too
down. I can barely make this thing run.
Yeah. Yeah, you could see at the end where the wheel turns and then stops, but that's
all the
it
play
didn't
you
stop.
got.
Yeah, just like so, yeah. So that was Death by Zombies, and that was again months and months of work and prop making, and
Planning.
we've got a couple of the props down here. Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So nothing's light. There's the light switch.
Still has a real cobwebs on
These
it.
have been down in the basement.
Right.
Since
I just
we
drug
shot
them off the
those.
wall.
We
They
just
were-
left them there.
Right.
For
so
10 years.
We did.
do not touch. Do not tap gauge. This is like a 40s or 50s military voltmeter, and then an ancient knife switch, kind of all rigged up to be the cool basement lighting.
And it was a knife video too, so a knife
Right.
switch is apropos.
Right. So it even has a special little spot here. When we turned it on, it had sparks. Those weren't fake sparks. There's a little tray here so that you could create a little kind of gunpowder flash as it. So they're all real effects. We didn't.
Oh, that
was
we
cool
didn't fake
stuff,
this
too.
stuff up.
Let me set this down and show you the other prop.
Folks are wondering when the sequel is coming.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
When the Crimson Bond sequel comes out, we'll do the
Right.
Death by Zombies sequel.
Careful with that. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there's actually an axe. in
Yeah,
there.
and so one of the little scenes
Yeah.
there, the first time he goes by, you see this and it has the axe in it. And then the second time when Josh goes by, it's empty. So there's nothing in the thing. And I don't know if, there's all these little hints and little Easter eggs inside this video, which 99% of people, I don't know,
It meant a lot to us.
right.
At the time, I'm like, oh yeah, people will love that.
One of those. That's one of the props that Kevin made. Beautiful. He did all the work on that Jacob's ladder. We only used it for maybe 3-4 seconds of footage.
Is this what you shot
Here's
with?
one of the 16 millimeter cameras. I can't remember whether this is this one I shot with or not. This is a H16 reflex. That's one of
I
the
don't think
nicer
it
ones.
was that.
I think I was probably using one of the older, rougher 16 millimeter cameras. But yeah, still have all that 16 millimeter stuff to do, so just in case we need to do, the whole video in 16 millimeter.
We talked about
So,
it at one point.
Yeah,
we
we
could
did.
do the whole thing, and it was just
I was like, that's crazy. Why would
The
we do
editing
that?
would be, oh my god.
So to give people just a quick glimpse of like what the timeline was, so that came out in 2011, 10 years ago.
Right.
The year before that, we shot Crimson Bond. Crimson Bond came out in like May 2011. Then we went right into Zombie. That came out, and then right after Zombie was the first 18th century cooking episode, and then that was
Right.
now
And
this is
that's
what
right.
we're doing
After
now.
spending
oh my God.
3 months doing the zombie video, the next cooking episode we shot, in an afternoon, probably less.
Yeah.
Took 1/1,000,000th of the amount of effort and had 10 times as many views
immediately.
within a week.
Yeah. And I remember
as
that
something-
summer it was like, as soon as we're done with Zombie, we got this cooking thing we're going to try out. We'll see.
Yeah,
We've
no-
always talked about doing cooking videos, and then, that
And
was
then
it.
it was like, okay, why did we just waste all our time, a year and a half doing these other projects when obviously we should have been.
Doing cooking videos.
The cooking
entire
videos
time.
were better because of all of the stuff. we
That's
learned.
true.
Very, very true.
So
Very, very true. So sometimes you have to go through a lot of pain before you figure out what you're doing, and you have to learn along the way.
I still remember you guys talking about like the editing, just like making sure to take the notes, like, this one's, if you're not going to use it, make sure you erase it right away off the card, so because you don't want to get anything confused and all that type of crap.
Well, when we were shooting these, since they were shot the way they were shot, we usually had someone writing down the shots. We had names for all the shots and the camera angles, and there was a script all written out for this. And when we shoot cooking episodes, we don't need to do any of that.
Kevin did a great job with the screenplay and the charting of this. Essentially, it was like, when it came to the edit, it was basically an assembly line. This goes here, this goes here, and which was the complete opposite of Crimson
Everything
Bond.
we do, yeah.
Well, of Crimson Bond.
Right.
Yeah.
You can do it with a cooking episode, but you can't do it with a movie. Yeah, it's fun to watch. It's fun to like go back and like, man, I remember.
Yeah, and all the
doing
time we
that.
spent on the lighting and getting it just
getting everything
right.
just right. Yeah.
Now we don't have to work on such moody kind of things.
No.
No, it's fun to. It's like, oh man, it'd be nice to be able to do something like that. But
Still, all the stuff from the Crimson Bond that you learn, like some of those shots that you came with, the crane that you made.
Mhm,
You still do some of that stuff with the outside stuff.
Yeah.
Only use the drone now to do
Well,
it.
yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, you just use a
Yeah,
drone.
everything's 1,000,000 times easier.
Yeah.
Yep. But you gotta learn.
Yeah.
So you guys have talked about Crimson Bond enough that a lot of people are looking for it on YouTube and can't find it.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's too bad. Anyway, Crimson Bond's one of those sort of secrets that while we learned a lot and it was a major investment and all that good stuff, it's sort of an insider thing. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Secrets are no fun. Secrets hurt someone.
It's just one of those things where it's like, we'll show the zombie video off because we all still are excited.
Right,
about it. By
right.
the time Crimson Bond was done, we were like burnt out.
Yeah.
And we still kind of just, I don't know.
Right. He's supposed to be like this.
Okay.
What's he doing?
He's a zombie.
he's
I don't know
zombie.
what he was doing.
Josh,
waving high or
what
something.
was your favorite scene to shoot in Death by Zombies?
For me, the favorite one was the coin one because one, it went super quick, super easy. It was right in my work area, so I didn't have to do hardly
Didn't have to move.
anything. Didn't have to
You're
move.
just about what is easy for you.
It was
Josh is
He's a
very
true-
efficient.
He's a true Midwesterner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what's easy? Oh, I'll do that.
I'll do that. Yeah.
What's streamlined?
Let's streamline. Well, you want it done? Okay.
I mean, I thought that you did a great job with the shaky knives and all
I
that.
thought the fight was fun.
I don't think my acting's that great. I'm glad that people like it. I am always my worst critic, though. I'm like, every time I hear myself on audio, I'm always just cringe. I'm like, oh my gosh, I sound like
Yeah,
a
me too.
creep.
Get over it after a few thousand videos, Josh.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I could last 1,000 videos. I'd just be like, oh gosh, I can't subject people to my voice anymore.
Someone in the chat said they wanted to play this for their classroom holiday party, but didn't want to get fired.
Yeah, it's
Is
one
it
of
that bad?
Oh, some of those zombie shots are.
Dude,
those zombies look creepy.
When Shannon pops up in the background.
Yeah.
in the air,
Oh.
yeah, that was
That
scary.
is one of the creepiest.
I don't
ones.
think we struck a balance.
Oh, you're working on it.
The funny stuff is like too
Happy-go-lucky.
funny and cheesy for adults, and then the scary stuff is it was like an 80s movie.
No.
Like way too scary for kids.
Way too scary
Like
for
never ending
kids.
story or something. Yeah, it's like, that's terrifying.
Well, let's just kill his horse. What? So the horse is gonna get better.
Well,
No.
Josh gets killed by a zombie at the end in the credits.
Right.
I mean,
Well,
he
that's-
falls off the. So
Well,
they
you
say.
don't see me, Dad. I could have gotten away. Maybe.
I got him.
Probably. This kiss of death was trying to get on that bicycle.
Yep.
At least Mr. Bubbles made it.
As far as
All
we
right,
know.
we've got some super chat stuff and some comments. Let me find where I left off. Okay. Did they celebrate? Okay, this is a serious question from Eric. Did they celebrate Halloween back in the day? Also, I love your vids. Learned a lot.
Certain places are going to have, holiday, festivities. Of course, there's All Saints Day. That's the day after. Some people are going to, maybe in New England they're going to be celebrating, Reformation Day instead of Halloween. But there's certainly different holidays that sort of blend into Halloween after a while. But Halloween as we know it isn't quite happening in the 18th century.
All right. Profound confusion in super chat. Hi guys, it's really nice to see Josh again.
Oh, that's nice.
He's always down there.
I
We're
am.
shooting up here in the,
When
in
you
the
hear
tavern.
a thump or something,
Yeah.
that's usually me
He's
working
down there
down the
whacking
stairs.
stuff and
Occasionally, this, you
hammers.
have to be doing that
right.
now.
We shout, Josh, quiet.
Well, okay, guy. Coins again.
So he has to do something quiet for an hour.
Yeah, Maxer Cool is in super chat. Happy Halloween, Townsends team.
Cool.
Speed and Style, Tony, coin or two for Josh, and his great acting job also for Mr. Bubbles.
Yeah, Mr. Bubbles nails it.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Plain Jane says we need more live streams with Josh.
You can go
Give
back
people what
into
they want.
there's the one where you tell, if they go back in the archive, they can find the one where you tell the lobster story.
No, really?
Yeah.
I didn't think I told that story.
Yeah,
He
it's-
did.
So,
We talked you into
I
it.
thought there was
yeah. So if
liability.
you really
issues.
want to know about the lobster story, you'll have to go back in.
No, that's past the state of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo,
You can't charge me with that anymore.
It's like
Yeah.
20
Yeah.
years ago.
7 years is
Yeah. 7 years is gone.
Right,
I'm
right.
safe. It'd be hard to prove anything anyway. They did ask me if I could get it out of the tank. In my defense.
Right, you did.
Was I supposed to? No.
Well,
No.
you didn't want to send
But
him
the
home without a
little kid in
lobster.
me that for years had gone through with my mom looking at the lobsters in the tank, and I'm a bag boy, and they're like,
Like, I can do that.
"Can you get a lobster out of that tank?"
Heck
Yes,
yeah.
I can. Ah, here you go.
He's all yours.
Hey, nobody died. It's
What
fine.
did the meanest one that
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
beaten
I
all
want
the-
Bitey over there.
Yeah, Bitey, he's the one that slipped the bands and beaten all the other lobsters up and piled them. It had literally pushed them into a pile and then climbed on top of them trying to get out of the tank. Snap, snap, snap. That's the one I want. I'm like, okay, here you go.
Anyway, if you want that story, you'll have to
You just heard
look it up.
Albino Orca sends you a cup of coffee emoji.
Thank you.
Thank
And,
you.
Yeah. And Deborah
I'm gonna have
is in
some
Super Chat. I love your videos, Josh.
Yep, thank you.
It's hard to
What do
get
they call
Josh to
this?
shoot videos now. He doesn't. He wants to stay doing easy stuff down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody just suggested that Josh needs a storytelling channel on Townsend's Plus.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Josh
no.
tells a story on Townsend's Plus.
Yeah, Josh tells a story that wanders wildly off course. Now, what was the original thing you were supposed to be talking about? Oh, I don't remember.
It'd be great.
It would be a
I'll say,
thing.
like, I really had fun shooting videos with you. It was a lot of fun.
It was
Yeah.
interesting.
Just like Mom used to make.
Oh my God, the one
That was like the.
burnt toast. Yes, that was.
Josh was actually, when we did Crimson Bond, Josh was the kind of just chill, mellow, like, yeah, whatever, it's cool. Everybody else was stressing, but Josh was always pretty.
Well, I
Pretty
knew,
chill.
like, if this acting career doesn't work out, I'm back to filing coins and job security. So I didn't-
Always looking on the bright
if
side.
that's what you want me to do, all right.
Yep.
And in
All
the
right.
meantime, I pick burrs off all of our clothing that we've got to walk through.
Yep.
So this one comes down to brass tacks. Somebody's asking a real question.
All
here.
right.
Maybe too real. Did knife sales soar at Townsend's after this was released?
No.
No. No.
It was one
No.
of those, you put it
It
out
was-
into the void and you're like,
It was yet another failure. We did a lot of failing.
I remember how excited everybody was with the cooking video because I remember this is all over and I'm working on stuff and you guys, I did the cooking video and I asked Aaron how it went or whatever. I asked somebody how it went and they were like, you wouldn't believe we got more views with that than anything else. Why were we doing this other stuff? Are you going to do any more? Of course we're going to do more.
Yeah, seasons and seasons, hundreds.
500 episodes later, yes, we're still doing it.
Well, I mean, the other thing is you guys got so much faster at doing because at first
yeah.
it's like, okay, then a week to do a cooking video, and then you got tighter and tighter. And now, how many do you do?
Oh, we can do like 20 in a day.
No, you can't. You can't do 20 in
We've
a day.
done 4 in a day, and those are long
Well, that's
days.
just the shooting part, not.
Not the editing
We've shot
part.
4 in a day.
You got to edit.
No.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those things that you and I mentioned it when we did that Blast from the Past live stream. It's kind of like we kind of figured out like, oh no, like take this stuff seriously, and like more people like latch on to it. It's like when it's on YouTube, it's like YouTube's a funny platform, right? Because back then it was like,
Yeah.
Goofy stuff.
yeah, goofy stuff. It's like, well, we'll do goofy things, and then we slowly figured out like, this just isn't working because it's not for anybody. Then at that point, it's just because it's kind of funny, but it's, I don't know.
Yeah. You can't do like either funny is supposed to be funny or serious is supposed to be serious. And if you want to sell something, you can't sell something with humor very easily. It's very difficult to do.
Especially for products that we sell.
Right, right. So it's like, what are you doing? You're confusing everyone by
Yeah.
what you do. So, I mean, technically, we just wanted to have fun, right? That's what
we
we
did.
were actually doing.
And it got really expensive.
Right. We hoped it would actually, be profitable, but we had to change that.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a question about will there be more will there be more videos with Joe Pera? And I will say keep your eyes peeled. You're gonna see something else come out. And then in Super Chat, there is Devora says, how much hooch is in that black kettle? But a lot of people also want to know what is in that black kettle. They must have missed it. Right?
Well, if you weren't viewing at the beginning, this has all our favorites.
Yeah.
So mine has, I put in tea, oolong tea, and Josh put in
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew,
Lemon lime Sprite.
Sprite, and
Then rum.
then a little extra something,
It's
and then
an ancient brew.
An ancient,
an
yeah,
appropriate dose of nutmeg.
with the cool grinder you got.
Yeah.
That's so slick.
Yeah. Hey, stop touching my grinder.
You made it weird now. I was just gonna look at it, but now it's just weird.
So somebody in chat just wants to wish you guys a happy Halloween and
Thank you.
congrats
Thank
on 10
you.
years of Zombie.
Thank you.
And will we ever do another zombie video? No, I don't think so.
Oh my god. Can you imagine trying to set that office back up again just for that little bit?
I still have almost all that stuff.
Yeah, but how much of the? I mean, you have all that stuff, but how long did it take to set that up?
I just stack it all up.
and
That's
you had
easy.
to. That's easy.
Just stack all my junk up.
Yeah.
It's like, what's new?
You know how this goes? Delegation.
Yeah.
Josh, I need some help moving this stuff up. Could you get A, B, and C?
Oh,
And-
some of those pieces of equipment are huge, like 300 pounds too. It's just terrible. But they're fun. It's fun. I love old, ancient, grimy technology.
You got a lot of vacuum tubes.
So Robert Green is wondering if someone can reenact a scene from Death by Zombies.
I was hardly in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
I was only in it a couple times.
Oh,
No, apparently not. Apparently not. Josh doesn't
nutmeg.
have any knives up here.
How many
wondering-
knives?
Does Josh still have the shaky hands to do it? Who knows?
See? You do it just like that.
There was one thing I remember every time when we would watch it for the Cub, we freaked out because that knife was like
Yeah, it's like,
right by his. Shh.
That knife was hardly sharp at all.
Oh,
Gotten
okay.
worse shaving. I've been fine.
Now, somewhere,
What?
before we go further, I usually try to get to the Patreon names. It's underneath all this heavy
Let me
stuff
lift this
here.
up.
Oh, so every week I try to get to the brand new Patreon people, and as well as other folks that help support us here on Townsends. So the new Patreon people this week: Cullen Forsman, Eric Vogelpole, and DAP. And then PayPal, some folks just give us a kind of a one-shot thing on PayPal. So Christopher Ford is in there again. Christopher Ford is just killing it on PayPal. And then brand new people on Townsends Plus: Sharon V, Adam W, Ethan P, Rebecca P, Alan G, Dennis N, Joanne, Joan F, Chris B, Timothy A, and Anne Marie J. Brand new people on Townsends Plus. And yeah, we're working on new Townsends Plus stuff all the time. So make sure to check out Townsends Plus.
In
Link
super,
is down.
in
So
super
glad you did
chat,
that. Butcher those names.
Speed of Style Tony, I don't know what a moto is. John riding a moto in costume with a bucket on head.
Yeah, motorcycle.
Motorcycle, there we go, okay.
Yeah. That's the Do You Always Dress Like That video.
Yeah.
Did you have a bucket on your head? I don't
Yeah,
remember that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Jeez. Man.
I forgot about that.
Amanda Marie, happy Halloween to the whole Townsend's crew.
Thank you.
James Glenn, how did y'all manage to get Joe Pera? That was quite easy. Joe Pera got a hold of us. and I think it took quite a while of just kind of like back and forth and working through schedules, but it happened. So
Yeah, we had things like COVID get in the way, but
Yeah, that happened.
yeah, that did happen. Celestial Teas in Super Chat. Happy Friday. What is your favorite Halloween candy? And that's for all of you.
Ooh.
No talking amongst yourselves. You have to say without
I-
knowing.
Snickers, right here.
I
King size.
king size Snicker.
You know which neighborhood to go to, don't you, Josh?
Yeah.
The pumpkin Reese's are really
Ooh,
good.
those are
You can't
pretty
go
good.
wrong with those big
good one.
Reese cups.
well, I grew up long ago.
No, don't say candy corn.
Candy corn.
Really?
I
You
love
eat candy corn on
I love
purpose?
it.
Not anymore.
Oh, I love
Okay.
it.
Not anymore. I would
I
never.
love it.
I remember eating it as a kid, and I was like, eventually I was like, why am I doing this to myself? But like, part of me is like candy. Even that horrible
yeah.
fake chocolate stuff, I'd eat, mouth that down. Oh, nom.
Well, and you can cook candy corn too. You know, like creamed candy corn.
What?
Joking.
Oh my God. I was just thought it was like for people who hated children. Like, here. Have
Well,
candy
did you
corn.
hear that the factory had the biggest candy corn maker in the United States had like a software, ransomware attack on them, a ransomware attack? And
Really?
yeah, so there's going to be a big shortage. Get out there and get your candy corn now, folks.
Good
They
riddance.
did not
Yeah, they did.
select their target well. I mean, like, if you took down the Snickers factory to be riots in the street, but the candy corn factory, like, that's too bad. There's 5 people who love candy corn. They're just gonna be really tore up. You know, if you like candy corn, more power to you. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean that you can't get enjoyment. Like, I don't like eggs. Like, I know. I look at people eat omelets. I'm like, that looks delicious. I try a bite. And I'm like, ugh. So, like, if you want something, that ain't hurting me any. Eat all the candy corn you want.
So you aren't the person who did it?
No.
You aren't the ransomware person?
I'm not smart enough to do that, or dumb enough to do that. I don't have either one of the qualities. I'm not smart enough to try, and I'm not dumb enough to do it.
I got a rock.
You got to stop adding nutmeg to this. I don't know. It's making me lightheaded, but I still want more. That's like the tobacco. This is terrible. Give me another one.
They were almost out.
I know.
Wow.
We could always make more, but he's going to put more oolong
We're
in
all
it.
out of.
I don't know what's in an
Mountain Dew.
oolong.
You leave your oolong away from my brew.
Yeah. What does it even look like? Are you okay?
It's oolong.
Not oblong?
Just oolong.
I thought it was like oolong.
Oolong.
Is that the place they get it from? Is it
Yeah,
the shape
it's
of
like
the
a
leaves?
bad pronunciation of the place in China where they actually grow it.
I thought it was like a critter. Like they added it to it like the nutmeg. You don't have them anymore because they're at
You
the
got another
breakfast-
question over there?
I'm just listening, really.
Just checking.
Candy corn wins over circus peanuts.
What?
Well, I
Circus.
think it's the same factory. They make both of them there.
Oh, really?
Maybe it was actually an attack on the food. And
Are you
not-
talking about Willy Wonka's factory?
Willy Wonka would never make circus peanuts.
Yeah.
All right, Terry is in Super Chat. My favorite line Josh had was the chocolate milk video. John, Josh, where did you find the milk? I haven't seen a cow for miles. Josh replies, oh, dog's milk is very nutritious.
I remember that now. And John, I made that up. And John was just like, what?
And then Aaron does the spit take. Yeah. That was in your parents' woods.
Yeah, I think I did a spit take, and I think it got on your hat, and the stain is probably still there.
Well, you're such a great straight man.
And we cut to my parents' dog, too.
That's true.
We had a different feel about us
You had
back
a
in
different
the day.
feel. I mean, it would never work for the cooking videos.
I'm just thinking about, like,
You're just trying to convey
I'm
information.
thinking about the sun setting on the log cabin, and you guys are in there, like it's cozy, and then like thinking back to like milking the dog, like that's how far we've come.
Yep. Long way. A long way.
Long
way.
way.
Now we're doing
Thank
serious
goodness.
stuff, like putting shingles on roofs.
Yeah.
Manly things. Making chimneys out of mud.
Notice how often we have Josh out there helping.
Exactly. That's
Because
a
he's
lot
like,
of work.
first time the axe swings, oh, my back!
Hey, that really happened. I staggered up to the car, and I remember
Bro,
clawing
I
my
was,
way
in,
to
here, I
the
was in
window.
here cutting, and I just heard this thud and like something scraping across the wall. I stick my head out, and it's Josh leaning up against the wall, walking down.
Dragging myself down the wall because my
What
foot's in my
happened?
back.
My bad.
I picked up an axe.
I did the one thing the chiropractors tell you not to do: twisting.
Twisting.
That's the whole week I was gone.
Yeah, we don't ask Josh to come out for that kind of stuff anymore.
And
I
I'm
want to
ready
hurt him.
for that.
The nutmeg grinder that you have.
Yes.
Did you say
Yes.
that was Elizabeth Watland?
Yes.
Say your
Yes.
name right.
She's in the chat right now. My husband bought John that
There it is.
nutmeg
you,
grinder.
thank
How
you.
does he like it?
It is incredible. I love this thing, and it's just so cool.
It does a really good job.
Elizabeth,
of
I'll
writing
say when he brought that in to show us, I don't know if I've ever seen John look so proud.
Yep. He was beaming.
He was.
It's got a special hole, and it's spring driven, and look at that.
it.
It's
I don't
incredible.
know if this is a good. I feel like you're enabling John. Like this is gonna lead to.
Nutmeg addiction?
Yeah, like nutmeg addiction. He can like crank a nutmeg nut out, nothing flat.
Yeah.
This is how much John loves it. I didn't ask it right away, and somebody from Townsends that's not in this room commented, John, all caps, loves the new nutmeg grinder. So, John loves it. so
You
happy.
keep playing with the dang thing, though. You keep
You
like,
can't have it. It's mine.
I'm not trying to take. It's for your own good. I'm gonna put it on top of the fridge, and later, if you're good, you can have it back.
You have too much experience with that.
Yeah.
So Bob is asking again, how much rum is in that unholy drink? Cheers.
No, we're just naturally this goofy.
Yeah.
You put like
There
what?
wasn't that much.
Like 2 shots, maybe 3 at the most.
3 at the most. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Not a lot.
Not a lot.
It's the tea that's doing it.
Yeah.
And the nutmeg.
The oolong.
The oolong is reacting with the nutmeg.
Oolong.
You're having hallucinations. Making me feel all dizzy. I mean, it makes me think that eating pumpkins is actually a good idea. Yeah, that's some serious stuff going on there.
Josh, did you ever try any pumpkins when we've made them on the channel?
No.
No.
I'm not a guy who likes pumpkin. I mean, my wife loves pumpkin pie, but. Well,
Most of the chat is still talking about whether they like circus peanuts or candy corn more.
we'll see. Circus peanuts all day long, because at least you have positive connotations to going to the circus. Candy corn is associated with disappointment. You're like, you
Yeah,
could have
but-
had a Snickers, but they gave you candy corn.
But they're like
I'd even take the
marshmallows.
raisins.
How do you form marshmallows like that? I bet they didn't make them in your marshmallow factory.
No.
There had to be some kind of special, freaky.
Oh, there's an air injection mold, I suspect.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Josh would know.
That's why they're so dusty. They're starch on
Ask
the outside.
someone who's
I worked
worked
at a marshmallow factory. Yeah, you've never. Oh, okay. Sometimes the bags of marshmallows you get, there's a big machine that seals both ends at the same time and drops them onto the little conveyor belt. Well, sometimes the machine isn't calibrated right and it doesn't seal the ends of the bags, and they just drop down to the conveyor and all the little marshmallows fall out. You're like, well, that's not so bad. You'll just have to clean up some marshmallows. Well, it transfers to another conveyor belt, all right? And those little marshmallows get sucked underneath and they goop. They just smear
on the whole
and
thing.
then it makes it sticky, and then it goes back around, and guess what? It grabs a bag, and that bag might have sealed. But not now, because it's going to get sucked down between the other one. And then it's super goopy. And then you have a continuous line of bags getting sucked under till you have a belt that's covered in goo and plastic, and people screaming and yelling to turn off the machine, turn it off,
They
turn
have
it
a
off.
giant red button on the wall.
There was no way to turn it off. You're screaming and yelling, get Terry, he's on lunch, turn it off. You're trying to knock him out of the way and it's too late. And then that's the rest of the day. And then you're just moving big bins of marshmallows around because the conveyor belt doesn't work when crap, it
Josh
doesn't
just had a
work.
flashback.
It's all right, Josh. It's all right. Take
You're
another
here
drink.
now.
It sounds
all
like
right.
a
I'm safe
fever
now.
dream. Finley suggests that we call this brew of yours the Oolong Tainted Brain.
Yeah.
There you go. I think
Tainted
he's
brain brew. Yes.
It's
Yes.
good, isn't it?
It is good.
So good. I'm trying to decide what flavors
It's the
pop out the
tea.
most.
It's the tea that did it.
Did you swirl your glass
nutmeg.
and smell it before you drank it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You better. You won't get all the nuts.
Oh yeah, you can really smell all the oolongs in it.
You're like Josh or John sniffing that juke by zombies.
Don't have a problem at all. I can stop anytime I
I
want.
can stop anytime I want.
Oh,
That's what it's like around here sometimes.
sometimes. Other times there's a lot more cursing.
Did you get to meet Joe? Did he?
No, I didn't meet Joe.
Oh, wow.
Do we want
I
to?
probably wanted him to come back, and that's why I didn't get to meet
We were going to talk about how this was in Crimson Bond. Mr. Bubbles was.
Mr.
Yeah.
Bubbles.
Yeah. So,
Remind me of what that was.
well, there was the fishing section, right? We were down on the river at your.
He's
right.
fishing.
Right. Josh is
I
fishing.
remember now.
Right. I'm in the foreground, doing my thing, and Josh is supposed to be in the far background fishing and coming back with fish, which of course.
Show 'em how you held the
if
fish,
you were
Josh.
if you're coming back with the fish after having caught it, you would be carrying it like a fish. But how does Josh carry it? He carries it back like this. It's like, here, I have a fish. Look, I caught a fish, Josh.
I
have a
remember
fish.
we were like, that take was really good, but
Yeah.
something weird is going on in the background, and it's Josh holding the fish like this. Sticking straight
Well,
up.
the character I played was a total weirdo.
Yeah,
He
but the
would
fish wouldn't do that. The fish wouldn't stand straight up.
Probably. I
all
don't
right.
know.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Good times.
We wanted to get a real fish for it, but then it would get bad.
I remember being relieved that you didn't. I'm like, I don't have to touch a slimy, nasty fish. How many takes is this gonna take? There's gonna be you gotta get fish slime all over me by the time because I'm handling by the tail again.
Yeah. Like that.
Got one, John. You're trying so hard. You got the little fish, and I got the great big.
We did eat fish in that episode.
Yeah, but not Mr. Bubbles.
No,
No,
Little
never.
he survived it.
Was that the one we were wading out in the river and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And John almost drowned.
I almost drowned in that 2 feet of water.
2 foot of water. Yeah. I remember faking that.
Hey.
Oh, no.
It wasn't fake. It was real.
All our effects are real
Yeah.
in Crimson Bond.
Robert Green is drinking red wine out of an old copper grog cup right now, and it'd be nice to get some class in here, Robert. I wish that
Yeah.
you were here.
Please.
Wow.
Step in.
This
So,
isn't
well,
classy enough?
almost
We're
out.
almost out. Did we really drink that whole thing?
Yes, we did.
What, really?
And all that sugar you guys put in there.
Sugar.
I feel like I'm going to have the shakes like Josh.
Oh yeah, I think it's the caffeine from your oolongs.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's definitely not the Mountain Dew.
Deborah. Deborah is in super chat. I'm so enjoying this. I live in Scotland now, and Halloween isn't great over here. Thanks,
Aw.
Townsends, and happy Halloween.
Thank you.
Oh, cool.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, I did do some research, just checking. I know people ask about, ghost stories and stuff like that happening in the 18th century. Certainly that is happening. I even found a book that talked about somebody talking to a ghost, and it was really probably the weirdest thing I've ever read, and so I didn't bring it in. It was weird.
We do have a very special
Yes.
reading for Halloween. That I told you guys I was going to twist John's arm, and it worked.
So tomorrow, when is that going to drop?
Tomorrow. As of right this second, tomorrow.
We forgot that we didn't make a thumbnail yet, so I'm going to make that tomorrow morning,
Okay.
and it'll be out.
Okay. So sometime tomorrow there'll be a special reading of a Halloween-y story for you guys, and hopefully you didn't put that one clip in with the. Anyway, we spent I spent some time practicing it, and it's got some great language is amazing. I
Well,
mean,
we can say who the author
Yes.
is. John Townsend reads.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Yes.
Yeah. So we get some Poe on the channel. Yes, it's 19th century, but it's fun nonetheless.
He was an old soul. We'll say that.
That's right.
Young at heart.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, it hurts.
Okay. Albino Orca sent in the super chat. If Townsend's did a parody on Jaws called Nutmeg Tavern, that would be amazing.
Mr. Bubbles could be in it.
Josh, if you were
We just do close-up shots of Mr. Bubbles.
if you were in Jaws, what character would you be?
Be the person who gets eaten in the opening credits to show the situation is dangerous. Get my paycheck and I'm out of here.
Whatever's easiest for him,
Whatever's
right?
easiest, yep.
Yeah. Can I play
Good
the
luck with
dead
the rest
guy?
of that. Yeah, you can do
I'll
it.
just lay there on the ground.
We got a super chat from Tim Bushong.
Whoa.
That's some good juke.
That's some
Tim
good-
Bushong, the guy who did this song?
Yeah.
What? Really? The Tim Bushong?
The Tim Bushong, almost in the flesh.
Well, he was here earlier today.
Yeah, he did. He appeared like a phantom.
Jennifer is in super chat. Townsend's the. Oh wow. Okay. Townsend's the pre-release of Crimson Bond. It says Townsend. I'm sorry. Towards. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't read. Towards the pre-release of Crimson Bond, or the. I think she means the re-release.
Well, I'm not sure. I'll just say that if you are a Patreon person, stay tuned
Oh.
on Patreon. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anything more.
Aaron just died inside. I watched him.
Why would you do that to those people?
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Cheers.
Brutal out there.
It's popular demand. What am I supposed to do?
All right. Supply and demand.
You know, it's like kids. The bag of glass. You just give the kids what they want. Bag of glass, bag of rusty nails, bag of Crimson Bond. Here you go. Why are you doing that to them?
Bag of
It's what they
Bond.
want. They're gonna get it. You don't want to get it someplace else. I mean,
Cheers.
You know, you're in it, Josh.
I know. I'm not.
You're in it a lot.
I play.
You are the
I
Crimson
play
Bond.
somebody with mental disabilities. Okay.
Yeah, but you do it so well.
I do it so well. So yeah.
No, you don't. I don't think
No, I
Oh, now you're saying you're so good.
I can't even play a person with mental disabilities. And that's my acting career summed up. Can't even play somebody with mental disabilities well.
All right. Now, James Glenn is in Super Chat. Can y'all make a video about bar fights of the 1700s and do some reenacting?
Yeah.
All right.
We could reenact the heck out of that. I mean, just think of all the research we could put in. All the bars we'd have to go to.
It can star me and Josh. We could have a rumble.
A rumble? Oh, me versus you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a good idea.
You've got all that training.
I don't want to hurt you, he said.
Well,
I mean,
he probably has more martial arts experience than
Then Ryan.
Ryan does.
I have 0.
yeah,
So therefore,
that would not
No.
be a good idea. No. I don't want to hurt Ryan. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy.
Thanks, Josh. Josh is like a
don't
lethal
care what-
weapon.
in his back. Oh!
Oh, my back! Oh, wait, time out. They're so confused by the time they realize what's going on. I've left. Taking their wallet.
You guys have a little bit of drink left in your mugs?
No.
Yeah?
Yes.
Because this is worth drinking to. It says, here's to nutmeg spiced hard cider.
Ooh. I've never had that.
Reminds me of the cheers that. Anyway, that'll be in the future. Stay tuned.
This is so good.
It is surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even with the oolongs.
Even with the.
Not criticizing, to each their own. I'm not judging.
I know. You're not judging, Josh. I'm gonna have to get you some special. Carbonate it, put sugar in it. You'll love it. Won't be able to tell the difference.
All right.
Until it's too late.
So, what are our final thoughts on Zombie? Favorite scenes, final thoughts?
Ooh, favorite scene. I really like the. You go first.
No, I think there's some incredible shots in it. I mean, it's got some wonderful stuff, and thinking back on building the office set was hilarious, and it was only in there for a second, But the fun part about building that set is it only takes a few minutes to just stack up a whole bunch of John junk, and then it's like, okay, there you go, shoot that, put it away. The scenes where we just keep coming back to Josh at the table,
Yeah.
and we're shooting through things and having a lot of fun with camera movement, and when I look back on that final stuff with all the zombies, and it was done here in the room where you're all at that table.
Yeah. And then some of it was down in the basement.
Yeah, but when they're all sitting at the table chopping at the very end, that's all right here, again, right where we're sitting.
Yeah.
I think the whole thing just has some amazing shots in it.
Yeah, I think that one was a really good step in editing. Like I think we took a big step in that, and that really helped with what we started doing in the future with cooking and really everything that we do now. That was a really, really fun edit. You could be creative, and it also went really smoothly. Given all the footage that we had, it was all just it just like went together really well. And I just remember just feeling like everything clicked, and we didn't have a lot of mess ups or anything like that. It just felt really like we were all. There was one take that took a while, but it felt like we were all just really clicking at that point.
Was it the one? Was the take that took a while? Was the one we going down to the basement where we had to disappear?
No, it was the tapping on the glass.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
I think we
It
shot
only
about
took
20
takes.
times. Yeah.
And it was just like, walk down here, do this,
And look up
do
there.
that, look up, and that was it. It took a long time to
Yeah.
get that.
We got it though.
You
Josh
got
got
it.
it. Not everyone is perfect.
The one that sticks is the only one that matters.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a glimpse into the finale of what we were kind of doing at the time, I would say.
Yeah.
Like that was the final
Yeah, it's hard to believe there's this, there's the flip of the channel doing one kind of thing and then, it totally turned into something else. And it is, so much driven by, this is what people actually want from us. And so you really have to decide to say, no, I want to actually make things that are useful for people instead of funny things.
I mean, that's what they want. You pay attention. Like, okay,
That's right.
that's what they want.
That's right.
Yep.
What? What are you laughing at us for?
I'm laughing at a comment.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so
I think he was pointing at you.
that's the oh, what were the numbers that you were saying? We got to thank some people for watching Zombies. It's had a lot of views.
Oh yeah, we shared it in a community post, and I think it had the highest view day it ever had. I mean, it got like a couple thousand views in that day, and yeah, just to everyone who first-time watchers, we appreciate you watching it. It's definitely different than
They must
what we
have been
do now.
so confused.
Yeah,
Because if
yeah.
you're used to what Townsend does now, and then
What
you
was the- what?
hit that, and you're like, what am I watching?
And yeah, like I
What
said,
happened?
that was like the grand finale of like the first phase of what we did on Townsends, and then we moved on into
Right.
other things.
And I still, I enjoy doing that, but I enjoy what we're doing too, now. So it's not a problem.
Well, it gives you a lot more flexibility. Like, it's not a big project, so like if you get interested in something else at the time,
Yeah.
you're not like, well, I've got to wait 3 months or 6 months for this to get finished up before I can address that.
You get far enough into a Crimson Bond or a Zombies, and it's like, well, you have to finish it.
Yeah.
Because you've already put so much into it.
Well, it's incredible. Thank you, Aaron, for coming in. Thank you, Josh, for stepping out of your normal role, coming up in here and
Thanks for
having
the
fun with
oolongs.
us. Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you, Ryan, and all you folks out there. It's been a wonderful journey, and it continues to be a wonderful journey as we kind of press forward into what we do on the YouTube channel. It takes a lot of input, not just from this side, but a lot of input from the other side for us to know what the right thing is for us to do. And so you guys are part of what that is. As you're watching videos and you're commenting on them, and yes, I do read comments. I don't read every one because sometimes it can be hurtful to your psyche to do so, but I read most of the comments, and they mean a lot. They mean a tremendous quantity. And we have a lot of people that support us directly. So whether you're watching videos, sharing them, you're helping us out on Patreon or with merch or with PayPal or Townsends Plus, all that makes a massive difference to us being able to do the things that we do. Reaching people all around the globe, which blows my mind every time I look at it. So thank you so much for all that you do, and I hope you have a tremendous weekend. Thanks for watching.